Good afternoon, my name's Richard. I'm Senior Tech at AA Silencers here in Cheadle, Staffordshire. I've been asked to assess and produce a diagnostic report on the Mazda CX5 that's on the ramp behind me. The vehicle was recovered into us by roadside patrol. Symptoms of power loss, and the engine on it was extremely noisy. So much so that obviously as soon as you fired it up you could instantly tell that there was problems mechanically within the engine itself. Basic assessment showed that the engine oil level was above maximum and smelled of diesel, which is not uncommon on these Mazda diesel models. It wasn't actually up to the X on the dipstick, but it was considerably higher than the maximum mark. We had a couple of codes stored on the global scan. We had a P2263 for turbo performance and a P0524, engine oil pressure too low. We know from past experience we can get that code when we have a service overdue, but that didn't show up in live data, so we took the proviso that we're going to bob the engine oil pressure sensor out of the engine. It's not easy to get to, but we did that. Done a physical oil pressure test and there was zero oil pressure in the engine at all. At that point the decision was taken to drain the oil. We drained the oil and removed the sump, and what we found when we removed the sump was this. The drive chain between the crankshaft and not only the oil pump but the balance shaft assembly was in several sections, with lots of the chain links completely damaged and abused. The chain guide had sheared the top bolts and actually sheared a section of that, which should be a lower bolt in there, so that's obviously been completely damaged on the way through. Lots of debris inside the sump itself. Now, what we've been asked to try and ascertain as to why this has happened, we were concerned that there might have been damage or problems within the actual balancer shaft and oil pump assembly. It turns lovely and freely. There's no signs of physical damage to it. What you can't unfortunately see on the video is up the side of the engine in here, where the drive chain starts from the crank. The actual crank pulley, the chain wheel on the actual crank is very worn. Now, in fairness, if that is part of the crank, which I don't know at this moment in time, that would obviously necessitate a complete new engine. We have serious issues as well with how loud the noise was from the engine, and having boost control errors as to what other damage has been done to the engine. Clearly it's been run with zero oil pressure.